trying to think of like one of our pimp names, like members of the pimp union. Like we to build that wall.
Mm-hmm.
Like formerly, they're like, they're all about the gambling, the sports betting thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of their extra money, like, could go to like off-track betting and stuff.
And they could finally afford their chalices again.
Yeah, we're gonna get my third chalice this year. We got pick 3 done. I'm gonna get paid, sucker. They want to put the bookies out of business. Like, bookie been got all my 5 G's. I'm up to him with 10. Motherfucker show up, try to get some money out of me. I say, I ain't got shit. Motherfucker gotta get paid. They're like, they don't want to go to a bookie, Like, man, fucking Larry, damn, up 10 G's. Said wouldn't spot me 6 on the LSU game. I ain't getting paid for shit. They were like, yeah, I'm sick of dealing with Larry. Larry's a local bookie. They don't want to deal with that. Anyway, says the Titanic shift didn't occur because Americans abruptly shed their inhibitions. It occurred because states experimented with legal gambling and found the results agreeable.
Holy shit, that sounds like the free market at work.
Or at least tolerable. Yeah, ruffle. Each provided more information, and the more information the public had, the more comfortable it became letting people wager with the blessing of the law. Like the Pope of the law came out and said,
I am the law.
It says, Espiritu Santo, whatever. Says,
how did it go? I used to thought about being Catholic.
Catholic family members?
My Aunt Phil was a Catholic. I actually thought about being a Catholic for a while. It's, in nomine Patre, Espiritu Sancte. Boom, motherfucker!
Espiritu Santo. Yeah. And like, there you go, like, I'm blessing you. God bless you, off-track betting. God bless you, horse races. It's awesome. I love that.
So, you're getting your betting. When am I getting my brothels?
The Pope comes to us and says, it's okay. Pay for ass all you want. No, I'm sorry. Look, I have, you might not understand this, even though Somalians, yes, people in Somalia are not the biggest fans of the Catholic Church. I have, Free Matt have family members that are Catholic, so it's okay, guys. I think the Pope would let you off the hook for cracking jokes. They're very tolerant people. I guarantee you.
If he don't, I don't give a fuck.
Hey, in Jesus' day, I guarantee you, they used to play pranks on each other, like the lit match joke. I guarantee you, like, somebody was asleep, and they put, like, a lit piece of straw on their sandal, and, like, Jesus is, flopping around, you rotten, sitting there, you nuts,
Well, you're probably not far off, because in my opinion, they always say Jesus is love, therefore love is laughter to me. So therefore, I don't think you're far off.
Imagine he was like shooting dice when like, man, Peter's up 2 G's, man. Like, man, I thought you were the Son of God. Or like, I didn't say I was good at shooting bones, man. Jesus. I'm good at religion. I didn't say I was good at gambling. Well, I'm sorry, guys. Like, it's not sacrilege. I guarantee you, Jesus probably would have been the kind of person you play cards with,
More than likely.
Just like, look, I guarantee he didn't hate on it. He didn't hate on nobody. He loved folks.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you sit around like when people are playing cards or dominoes or something?
He's like the guy that's got all the beer and all the joints. Everybody wants to be around him.
Jesus Christ. Like somebody else, Jesus Christ, yeah?
What's your name, man? What's your name?
No, I'm just glad you're. Thanks, man. Says, it's like, yeah, you're off the hook, dude. It's like $300 ain't nothing. I'll eat it. Like, thanks, man. Thanks, Jesus. See ya. Son of God, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I
can't do it with a straight
I just
face.
I think that I don't speak for the Catholic Church, but I guarantee you, Jesus was a very, very forgiving person. And I guarantee you, if somebody did play pranks on him, I guarantee you somebody probably, I guarantee you, he probably wasn't that hot, mad about it for, 45 seconds. He's like, you knuckleheads. He called somebody a knucklehead and went on. It's like, went back to sleep. Like his shaving cream joke. He wouldn't get mad and start wailing on folks. He's He's probably just like,
I remember doing that.
I got you, Jesus. No, you. Come on, guys.
I remember doing that. He ended up with one of our, you don't know the guy that we did it to, but, he ended up with shaving cream, like, down in his ear canal. I mean, oh.
What? It says...
good times.
Following up here, legal gambling is not a magic formula for economic prosperity or fiscal health, nor is it an instrument to destroy communities. It's just another business that provides customers with something they want at a price they are willing to pay.
Oh, that sounds like free market again. Oh, damn.
Thank you. On to the next subject, our last one. Oh, yeah. Unrelated to this article, having a beer, Congress approves right to try bill for critical ill.
So far, this is the best thing that Congress has done that I can remember, in my opinion.
From Reason.com, Scott Shackford. It's a rough name, Scott Shackford.
It's like trying to say Shatner drunk.
William Shatner. It's gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown raises.
You know why he had all those pauses?
I'm a rocket man.
You know why he had all those pauses? I'm serious. I think he actually said this in an interview one time.
Is it bad fun?
Because he couldn't remember his lines.
That's a good reason. It's like Curly doing the like forgot my lines.
Don't get me started on some classic Three Stooges now.
No. But what I will get started on is the president expected to sign legislation allowing earlier access to experimental medication. By a vote of 251-69, the House passed federal right-to-try legislation pushed by the Arizona-based Libertarian Goldwater Foundation. Thank you, Libertarians. This bill allows patients with what the government classifies, that's even better, as a life-threatening illness or condition to get access to drugs that have completed the first stage of clinical trials but are not yet fully approved by the Food and Drug Administration, FDA for you jackasses, which libertarians don't like to begin with, but nobody asked me. It seems like it would be a slam dunk to let people decide for themselves whether to take such risk when they've got nothing left to lose. But there are still legislators and experts who seem to think that this is going to result in dire consequences for you turds. During the House floor debate, Rep. Frank Pallone Jr., which sounds like a guy that should be in the mob.
Like Frank Palumbo or something?
Frank Pallone. It sounds like a...
But wasn't there like an old school...
Columbo?
There was a Palumbo, too.
I don't know.
Like, yeah, no, it was Columbo. It was Columbo, because he had like this trench coat, and I'm thinking...
Real disheveled. Looked like he should be...
Yeah.
Looks like he should be hanging out in the strip club parking lot.
And I was thinking of, there was like a Columbo...
I like to look in the windows.
Palumbo and a Kojak, but there was just Palumbo.
I like to look in the
Or
windows.
Columbo and Kojak was the guy with the lollipop. Yeah, okay.
The bouncers worked the guy over in the trench coat like, get out of here!
Yeah, and the bouncer was the governor.
Like he kicked him out of the...
Little bare knuckle boxer.
Get out of there. Like, I just want to go in.
Did that reference go... Yeah, folks, that reference just went right over his head.
Well, I was more laughing about being a trench coat wearing pervert. Like we're going back to the bus stop. The bus flashers. Like, because they don't have any buses to flash, or like, the free market won't give these guys, because of zoning laws, we don't have enough strip clubs. And the thing is,
we need to change this.
Well, people in trench coats don't have strip clubs. So where do they go? Like, where do they go? They don't, they can't flash school buses.
No, that gets a little, yeah.
Like, there's not enough places where bus stop flashers, they can go flash buses. But the thing is they would be at strip clubs and parking lots. Like other places where perverts like to look in windows.
So what you're telling me is build more strip clubs. Got it. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Well, if you could put, an underwear store on every, road near, on the, off of road 1, and, put, like an underwear store.
Everything is off on the road.
Yeah, everything is. And I mean, I built it, and like the windows, and there's like you can see like underwear and people shopping and stuff. Like we'll have a place for these perverts, like, and they could pay money. You pay $1, like pay $1 an hour, and the perverts could sit there in the trench coats and look in, and what have you. I'm not saying I'm gonna allow them to do like I'm gonna chase them off, but at least I can make some money doing it.
Yeah, free market at work.
And then if the stores chose not to, my security service, the guy I was telling you about, my one-legged guy from Liberia, he'll chase these people off. He can kick wholesale ass. I figure, keep him busy.
Why not? I mean, you got to
pay him like a set amount of money a month, and he chases off those guys. But I'm also keeping them from flashing school buses. And they're busy. See if they move around. Like we catch them one a day in front of this place. He has to move on to another one. But he doesn't flash school buses.
Like a game of tag.
And like people are like, what about your mothers? Your mothers will be there. I'm like, look, we'll chase them.
She needs a thrill anyway. Leave her alone.
We'll chase them off. They won't have to deal with, the mothers won't have to deal with them once a month. We'll chase them away and say, you're banned from whatever perverted acts for a month in front of the underwear store. Just go down and use the Play It Again Sports or the Honda.
I thought you was going to say the used condom depot.
No, like the used car dealership.
Yeah.
And then with the glass where they can look in.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's like, probably could hold 10 people there. Like 10 people could be like perverts there. And then like the folks that are new to the place go down to like the Waffle House for a little bit. You move yourself up to the underwear store.
Makes sense.
There's a hierarchy of perverts,
It makes sense. I agree.
We don't even have to deal with like the bus perverts anymore. There's no need for that.
Okay.
But anyway, back to this. It says, Frank Pallone Jr., it sounds like he should be running a gambling racket.
Really does.
The ranking Democrat on the Energy and Commerce Committee. He warned that he wanted to give these people an offer they couldn't refuse. Says, warned that eliminating FDA oversight will provide fly-by-night physicians and clinics the opportunity to peddle false hope and ineffective drugs to desperate patients. I like that. He said he was especially concerned that patients who have life-threatening illnesses such as heart failure and diabetes would be eligible for right to try even if they are not close to death.
But that goes back to self-ownership to me. If they want to do it, they should do it.
You're closer to death every day you wake up.
Well, that's a duh.
So the law specifically requires that drugs have made it through the first stage of clinical testing. It seems a bit absurd to suggest that the snake oil salesmen are going to pop out of the woodwork and try to sell fake cures. It also does not mandate pharmacy companies provide them. It gives both sides of the equation options. And here's my end of it. Number one, these people are making choices on their own, for one.
Self-ownership. I mean, it's their body, it's their property. They own themselves. They should be able to be able to choose what they want to go into their bodies.
It's also helping the living. It will help the living. These people are choosing, even if they don't survive, they're actually going to benefit other people that are alive. And they're actually helping the companies make either safer drugs or better drugs. Maybe both.
And I started to say, I would argue the potential's there for both, because you would have an actual, for lack of a better word, a case study, and you'd be able to see the results on an actual human. So you would be able to apply it better.
As much as people love to throw bones to the FDA, or not the FDA, but like pharmaceutical companies, number one, I mean, there's so many other things you can do to make, like, they can keep their profits. They gotta move product, and they get rid of stuff that doesn't work, what have you. But self-accountability and agency, or whatever you want to call it, it's something that needs to be done and needs to be picked up. And I don't see why it's a big problem. I honestly think it's a bunch of like mamby-pambies and people that are taking money from pharmaceutical. There's pharmaceutical companies that probably are taking, they're like, well, we'll lose $10 billion if Patco gets to try their drugs on guinea pigs.
Pretty much. But I mean, I'm not trying to say that the pharmaceutical companies are like angels, because they are far from it. But I just lost my train of thought.
Vioxx.
Good God.
Vioxx,
Good
Ritalin.
God.
Vioxx and Ritalin, Fen, stuff, pills.
Fen?
Drug. It was like a weight loss drug that ended up killing people.
Oh, kind of like ephedrine that was in Stacker 2 back in the day.
I loved ephedrine. It was good for people.
Was it ephedrine or was it?
Oh, well, ephedrine used to be in workout drugs, yeah.
Yeah. Not epinephrine, but ephedrine.
Ephedrine was good.
Yeah.
And they determined that none of the studies were true about ephedrine, but for some reason it's still banned.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's shit show, man. And the stuff that's replaced it is deadly.
Yeah.
Like, it's worse. It's like I could eat ground up glass.
That's the government's MO. If it's bad or good, give it to us. We'll make it worse.
I could eat ground up glass and it would kill me and I start losing weight, but they wouldn't stop ground glass from getting into my pills, because ground glass is stuff I can make. But the thing is, they wouldn't let me have ephedrine.
Damn.
You're like, who's that supposed to be? My name's Ernie, and I like to eat ground up glass.
I thought it was a bad Tyson impersonation.
No, I was like, Ernie, he's the guy in the parking lot eats ground up glass.
Oh, okay. Now, is he in the parking lot with the perps?
Sometimes I like to blow up balloons and then let the air out.
Okay.
You're like, thanks, dude. You're like, how are you improving life? It's like, look, I guarantee you in the free market, Ernie and the other parking lot perverts, they have a place in life. Like, they let Ernie stick around because he does things like he helps out. He finds it advantageous to eat broken up glass from the parking lot. But perverts are like chasing off customers, like, no, get those guys out of here. Unless you have a store, like, why would you if the attraction of your store is, or our advertising, like, we make billions of dollars a year because of our perverts in the parking lots. But, other stores are like, it's no fair, they need to do away with these perverts. And you're like, we're one company who has our profit, our method to profit, our business plan. And we have the best perverts and we're taking advantage of this. And the next thing you know, they have a law. Everybody else is jealous that you're making money off of your perverts. Mm-hmm. Like, Gentle Flynn's mother's just like, oh, I love Flynn.co. It's got the best, they got the best perverts and the best prices. And next thing you know, Walmart and Kroger get mad, or pass some laws against, parking lot perverts,
They're trying to with Amazon.
Like the guys that put the carts back in the cart corral, and they're doing away with that, and they're next thing you know it, you're there's no guys in trench coats getting the carts anymore. Like, Ernie's like, I like to flash people and then pick up the carts.
Poor Ernie.
You're and your mom's just like, yeah, man, Ernie was hey, what happened to Ernie? Well, we had to lay everybody off. It's against the law to have perverts pushing carts. We had to hire robots, and nobody likes looking at robots. No. They like Ernie and Two Fingers Ralph and stuff like that.
Fingers Ralph.
They the Flynn.co, everybody likes their perverts,
Yeah,
everybody likes, that's why they're hey, where do you want to go? Let's go to Flynn.co, man. Why? I was like, well, they got a sale on, ground beef. Oh, really? Dan, I think Ernie's working there too. It says, he didn't even, his trench coat and his junk's flapping around. Hey guys! Hey Ernie! Hey, this is a sale on ground beef today! Thanks Ernie! See you guys! He's over there jacking his junk.
Damn.
Settle down, Ernie.
Settle down, baby. Settle down.
Like, you still got 6 more hours of work to go. I'm okay. But anyway, that's what the government does. It ruins, like if you had a business plan and you're like, instead of banning perverts, just how do you work around it? Do you pay for, security to chase some guys off, or, maybe you make that, the people can make that as a benefit of, shopping, whatever, Hey, it's ingenuity. Sometimes ingenuity is a great thing. Like, is Ernie, you can't really prove Ernie's, costing you money. There's not would you shop here? Well, I'd shop here if Ernie wasn't over flashing everybody.
I've never heard of it. Ernie's been a pretty stand-up guy so far. Especially,
They paid me in broken glass.
Jesus.
I was like, how does he survive? He's got really good skin and for being out in the sun all the time. Like, how's his stomach not torn up from all the broken glass? Like, I don't know. Like, doctors can't explain it. Like, all he does is drink, water out of the gutter and, broken glass. So, man, we gotta hire this guy. And there's a competition to hire Ernie away from Flynn Co. Well, anyway, folks, we're gonna wrap this up. We're like Ernie's cheap dong at Flynn Co. parking lot. But, anyway, guys, we'll close with my usual, libertarian blessing. Not to aggress on others and to love one another and your community, how you treat others is obviously how others treat you. It's a cyclical thing. It's a matter of, it's a principle, and it's just an everyday thing. Please take care of yourself, take care of your brothers and sisters, your families, Crazy Ernie and anybody else. Any closing thoughts, General Flynn?
Oh, hell no. I just want to finish this beer.
All right, folks. We'll wrap it up. Please enjoy yourself. Blessings.
Holla!